everybody, what's up? KillJoy Jake here, and instead of having friends, I have horror movies. Today we got kind of a continuation to my Scream video from yesterday, so if you've not seen that yet, I've been basically just doing all these videos on that CCXP panel from this past weekend. There was just so much, I couldn't fit it all into one video. Part 1 of this video I posted yesterday though. Thank you for all the views on that, but if you haven't seen it already, the little card for it will appear somewhere up here. I don't know. Today we're going to be talking about the cast and crew interviews that we got during our CCXP panel though. We're gonna get into all that in just a second here. First, I'm gonna need y'all to like this video, subscribe, support me on Patreon if you can. The link for that and my socials will be in the description below. Alrighty, now let's get into it.
What's your favorite scary movie? Amen.
We'll tear your soul apart.
Well, I'm Pennywise the dancing now.
We're gonna get you. Oh, blood on the beast!
God, don't do that.
But sometimes death is better.
Now before we get into today's Scream video, we have to talk about our sponsor. Dead Souls Social Club is a podcast that talks about the strange, disturbing, macabre, and chilling. But they rely on science, cold hard evidence, and facts. Which if you think about it, makes the subjects they talk about all the more creepy and real. You can listen to Dead Souls Social Club on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere else you listen to podcasts. Or just visit their website at www.deadsoulssocialclub.com. If you like horror and scary movies, you're gonna love the real world alternative. Check out the Dead Souls Social Club podcast today and tell them KillJoy Jake sent ya. Now back to the Scream video. So getting into one of the first things we saw from the CCXP panel for the new Scream film was kind of this like cast and crew interview thing kind of mixed with the trailer. It's basically a promo, whatever you want to call it. Along with some interesting statements from the cast and crew, we also get some new shots that we haven't seen. It's kind of just like build-ons to like what we already saw from a trailer that came out this past October, but it's still interesting to talk about and we can formulate a lot of theories from it. So this little clip starts off with David Arquette talking about Ghostface and how scary he or she really is. David Arquette gives this like hilarious little performance in this video, by the way. He's only talking for like 5-10 seconds, but it's like so funny. He does this like little scream thing and like I actually laughed out loud the first time I watched it. So good. I mean, God, David Arquette is such a talent, man. Dylan Minnette, who plays Wes Hicks in this film, says one moment you'll be laughing and the next you'll be terrified. Something I was kind of worried about with this film, I remember like when they announced that like the filming was done like around like maybe like fall of last year. They also announced that like meta humor would kind of be lost with this film and they were kind of taking like a new direction tone-wise. Which personally, after Scream 4, I'm fine with that. I feel like that movie kind of really overdid it with the meta humor. If they want to adopt Radio Silence's black humor over anything, I'm totally fine with that. Their movies are known for having this like really dark sense of humor and I love it personally. Ready or Not is the best showcase of that in my opinion, and Devil's Due does a really good job at that as well. Real quick side tangent here, something else I love about Radio Silence movies, I've been kind of going back and rewatching them for my podcast. If you want to watch that, I have a new one coming out tomorrow on VHS Viral. No, Radio Silence was not a part of that, but I'm doing all the VHS movies, then I'm covering all of the other like Radio Silence films. Radio Silence made a short film for the first VHS, and they were recently executive producers on the latest installment VHS 94. So I said fuck it, let's talk about all the VHS movies. Who cares? But after rewatching a lot of their movies, something I'm noticing that's like a constant throughout all their films, even though all of them are so different from one another, they all retain this like thriller aspect where from the start to the finish, you are glued to that screen and you are on the edge of your seat. They do that so well. Typically their movies aren't that long, but like it goes by so fast and you want more after the credits roll. It's a great fast-paced style of filmmaking and I hope they can bring that to the Scream franchise. But trying to stay on topic a little bit here, one of the biggest reveals from this clip is that Kyle Gallner's character finally has a last name. For a while we were speculating, what is Vince's last name? Like, is that some kind of super relevant thing to this movie? Could he be the killer because he doesn't have a last name? Maybe it's Vince Loomis, is something I had said in the past. No, his name is Vince Schneider. Schneider. So with that last name reveal, like of course you can go the route, like something I've been saying in my videos recently is, could this be misdirection? Maybe that's not really his last name, maybe he really is Vince Loomis. But considering what we got in the trailer and from like the shots from like these little like promo videos, the TV spots, it kind of seems like Kyle Gallner's character is going to get killed off early on in this movie. I don't think he's going to be the opening kill. I'm still kind of like betting on Jenna Ortega being like the first attack scene. We've seen other shots of her like in different locations in the movie, so I'm assuming she's going to to be alive. But Kyle Gallner might be one of these 3 attacks that Dewey is talking about, and that could possibly be what gets Sydney back to Woodsboro. Another reason I'm starting to think that Kyle Gallner's character has such a small role in this film is because he didn't get a character poster recently. We got all these character posters of like the main characters of the new Scream film, and he was absent from those. He even posted a little like joke picture with him like with a towel, and he like Snapchat painted little like Ghostface eyes and a mouth on it. Also, since the marketing began for the new Scream film, he's been kind of like joking around about being Ghostface in the new movie. Honestly, I think the reason he's doing it is because he's gonna get killed off like right at the beginning of the film. Which, if I'm in Kyle Gallner's position, yeah, I'm doing the same thing. That's fucking hilarious. Just to mess with the fans in a chaotic way like that, like yeah, that's totally my energy. I would so do the same thing. So as of right now, my theory on Kyle Gallner's character is no, he's not Ghostface, but he is going to be a good kill early on. Tyler Gillette says something about Ghostface, which is kind of like, yes, it like pertains to Ghostface in the past, but like not particularly. He says that Ghostface likes to play games with his victims, but then like ultimately gets the job done. Meaning like, yeah, Ghostface likes to fuck around and play with his food a little bit, but then like, yeah, he always gets the kill. Well, until Sydney gets involved, basically. I'm hoping to once again see a very brutal Ghostface this time around who doesn't just kill people with a knife. One of my big positives from Scream 4 is that's easily the most brutal we have ever seen Ghostface, and I would love to see that again in this new film, with lots and lots of blood and creative kills. I feel like the only kills he or she ever gets is just like a stabby stab right to the chest. 9 times out of 10, that's what you get from Ghostface. And like, I'm not complaining, you know, I mean like there's been some great kills that way. But what are some of the kills that stand out from Ghostface? Tatum in the garage, Sarah Michelle Gellar's character being thrown off a fucking balcony. Like, I want to see more of that shit. I'm really hoping Matt and Tyler are kind of on the same wavelength about giving Ghostface some more creative kills. That would be sweet. But one of the biggest things I noticed, kind of just like making a little connection, is from a shot that we've already had from the trailer. Now, if you remember that TV spot that I was talking about in a video like a couple of days ago, we get this new shot of Mason Gooding. He's like in the same place from that shot in the trailer where he's running away from Ghostface. But here's the thing, there's 2 shots that we've seen of Mason Gooding in this same area. There's one where he's tracking his girlfriend's phone, Liv McKenzie's character, and then he's looking for it, he looks at his phone, oh hey, it's right there. He looks up, oh, Ghostface is right there. Now, we don't specifically see this, but my theory here is that Ghostface maybe like slashes him on the side, and then as he's running away, because like in this next shot from the trailer that we've had for like a while now, it's Mason Gooding's character, Chad Meeks, and he's got his hand like on his side like this, and he's running away. In the background, we see another Ghostface break out of a shed and come up behind him and possibly stab him again. Now, I'm not saying that this is confirmation that there are at least 2 Ghostfaces in this film, but I'm not voting against it, if you know what I'm saying. Now, could this be a double Ghostface attack? Something we never really see earlier on in Scream films. Now, I have no idea when this scene is going to take place in the movie, but it definitely doesn't feel like something that's like towards the end. Like, if Mason Gooding's character is outside alone looking for his girlfriend, he's probably not thinking that he's in some kind of imminent danger. So my thinking is maybe at this point in the movie there hasn't been that many kills or attacks, as we have to say, because they may or may not be kills, that have forced the people of Woodsboro to like have a curfew or stay safe because there's a new Ghostface killer running around. What do you guys think about this little clip we got from CCXP? Leave me a comment about it down below. Thank you all so much for watching my new Scream 5 video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more horror content. Make sure to check out today's sponsor, Dead Soul Social Club, on anywhere you can listen to podcasts. The link for their podcast, at least for their like Apple Music account, will be in the description below. Follow me on my socials, support me on Patreon if you can. Thank you all again for watching, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.